Before we begin, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell because every week we bring you powerful, doctor-backed strategies to help you stay strong, independent, and energized as you age. And if you know someone who needs this, share this video with them. It could change their life. Now picture this. You're sitting in your favorite chair. It's a quiet evening. You stand up and something feels off. Not pain exactly, just effort. Like gravity's pulling harder than it used to. You tell yourself it's just age. Everyone slows down, right? Wrong. What if I told you there's something silently chipping away at your strength every night, and most people never realize it until it's too late? It's not just aging, it's called sarcopenia. A sneaky little condition that's the real reason why so many older adults struggle with stairs, feel wobbly on their feet, and end up dependent on walkers or even wheelchairs. But here's the good news. It's reversible. In this video, we're going to walk through 7 simple, science-backed habits you can start tonight to stop muscle loss in its tracks, and even rebuild the strength you thought was gone for good. And no, it doesn't require lifting weights or expensive pills. These steps are easy, affordable, and surprisingly powerful, especially the last one. You'll be shocked by how simple it is. Let's take back your strength, one bedtime habit at a time. Number 1. The hidden threat lurking in your muscles every night. Muscle loss is not just something that happens to athletes when they stop training. It happens to all of us. Quietly, invisibly, and sooner than most people think. In fact, by the time you hit your 30s, your body begins a slow decline in muscle mass. At first, it's barely noticeable. You might tire a bit faster climbing stairs, or need a few seconds longer to get up from the floor. But after 60, this slow leak turns into a flood. This condition is known as sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle due to aging. It's not something most doctors talk about until it's already taken a serious toll. Let me tell you about Carol, a 68-year-old client of mine who always considered herself active. She walked every day, did housework, and even danced once a week. But recently, she started feeling unsteady on her feet. One day, she nearly fell while reaching for a pan in the kitchen. A quick scan showed that she had lost over 15% of her leg muscle mass in just 5 years, without even noticing. And when does most of this damage occur? While you sleep. That's right. During nighttime, your body is in recovery mode. But if you go to bed without the proper nutrients, your body won't rebuild muscle. It will break it down for energy. So each night without the right preparation means you're losing more strength than you gain. What's even more alarming? Sarcopenia is now recognized as one of the top reasons seniors lose their independence. It's directly linked to falls, fractures, hospital stays, and the need for long-term care. But here's the truth that offers hope. This condition is not a life sentence. You can slow it down and even reverse it with the right nightly routine and nutritional support. The first step is knowing the enemy. The next step is learning how to stop it in its tracks. And that's exactly what we'll uncover in the chapters ahead. Number 2. Protecting your muscles while you sleep. A surprisingly simple yet powerful secret. Have you ever wondered why, despite eating well and staying active, your body still seems to lose muscle as you age? The answer might surprise you. It's not just about what you do during the day, but also what happens at night while you sleep. As strange as it sounds, the time when you're resting can be one of the most critical moments for either preserving or losing muscle mass. And here's the fascinating part. One of the simplest, most effective strategies to protect your muscles overnight involves a humble food you probably already know: cottage cheese. What makes it special is a protein called casein, which digests very slowly compared to other proteins like whey. Instead of being absorbed quickly, casein forms a gel-like consistency in your stomach, allowing your body to absorb its amino acids gradually over 7 to 8 hours. This steady supply is crucial during the night, a time when your body would otherwise enter a catabolic state, breaking down muscle tissue to fuel itself. But with casein, you flip the switch. You give your body the tools it needs to stay in an anabolic state, building and preserving muscle even while you sleep. A major study from Maastricht University in the Netherlands confirmed that consuming casein protein before bed significantly enhances overnight muscle protein synthesis. In real life, this can translate into less stiffness in the morning, improved muscle recovery, and a noticeable increase in physical strength over time. I remember a woman named Hong, 74 years old, who started eating just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese with a few blueberries about an hour before bed. Within 6 weeks, she noticed that her legs felt stronger, her morning aches had diminished, and most delightfully, she felt confident enough to return to her favorite dance class. The best part of this nightly habit is how simple and inexpensive it is. No need for fancy supplements or intense workouts. Just a small intentional snack before bed could be the turning point in your journey to stronger, healthier aging. Number 3, leucine, the switch that rebuilds muscle. You've probably heard the advice, just eat more protein. But once you hit your 60s, it's no longer that simple. When we're younger, the body easily responds to even small amounts of protein. A simple egg or glass of milk could spark muscle repair. But as we age, our body becomes less responsive, something called anabolic resistance. In plain English, seniors need more targeted, higher quality protein to get the same benefit. That's where a powerful amino acid called leucine comes in. Think of leucine as the ignition key that starts the engine of muscle repair. Without enough of it, your body may have protein available, but it doesn't turn on the muscle-building process. It's not just about quantity, it's about unlocking the right signal. One of the best natural sources of leucine is plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Unlike sugary yogurts, which are often packed with inflammatory ingredients, plain Greek yogurt delivers dense protein, minimal sugar, and a generous amount of leucine, all in one affordable and accessible food. To get the most benefit, eat it earlier in the day, ideally at breakfast or as a midday snack, because your body is more primed to use the protein while you're active. Stay away from flavored fruit yogurts, as the extra sugar can sabotage the anti-inflammatory benefits. If you want to enhance both flavor and nutrition, consider adding a few fresh berries or a sprinkle of walnuts for antioxidants and healthy fats. I remember working with Mr. Dung, a 66-year-old retiree who used to start his mornings with toast and jam. After switching to a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with blueberries and ground flaxseed, he reported a noticeable difference. Within just 2 months, he was climbing stairs more easily, his knees felt stronger, and most importantly, he said, "I finally feel strong again." Sometimes the path to rebuilding strength doesn't require major effort, just a smarter choice at breakfast. Number 4, omega-3s. Putting out the fire that burns muscle. As we age, many people focus on eating more protein to preserve muscle. But there's a hidden danger that can silently sabotage all your efforts: chronic inflammation. Think of it as a slow, smoldering fire that lives inside your muscles, joints, and blood vessels. You can't see it or feel it right away, but over time, it breaks down your strength, weakens your balance, and leaves you feeling stiff, tired, and sore. And here's the problem. Even the best protein or exercise routine can't do much if inflammation is left unchecked. That's why one of the most powerful ways to protect aging muscles isn't found in a gym, but on your dinner plate. Enter wild-caught salmon. This fish is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which are well known for their heart and brain benefits. But what many people don't realize is that these same omega-3s are critical for muscle repair and protection. They act like a fire extinguisher inside the body, quietly shutting down the inflammation that eats away at your muscle tissue. This makes it easier for nutrients like leucine and high-quality protein to work properly and rebuild strength. In fact, studies from respected institutions like Washington University have shown that older adults with higher omega-3 levels maintain greater muscle mass, move more easily, and feel less stiffness, especially in the legs and lower back. I once worked with a retired nurse named Carol who had been experiencing morning stiffness and fatigue during walks. After adding 2 servings of wild-caught salmon each week to her diet, along with a few lifestyle tweaks, she noticed she could walk farther without needing to stop and rest. She even joked that her knees felt 10 years younger. If you're not a fan of salmon, don't worry. Sardines, mackerel, and high-quality fish oil or algae-based omega-3 supplements can offer similar benefits. The key is consistency. Try to aim for at least 2 servings of fatty, wild-caught fish each week, and over time, you'll likely notice improved flexibility, less soreness, and stronger, more responsive muscles. Number 5. Creatine. Your muscle's secret battery pack. When people hear the word creatine, many immediately picture a young athlete chugging down shakes in a gym. But that image couldn't be further from its most valuable use: supporting strength, energy, and stability in adults over 60. In fact, creatine might just be one of the most overlooked tools for aging well. Think of it as a battery charger for your muscles. Every time you stand up from a chair, lift groceries, or catch yourself from slipping, your muscles rely on a quick burst of energy provided by a molecule called ATP. The problem is, your body can only store a small amount of ATP at a time, just a few seconds worth of effort. That's where creatine steps in. It acts like a power reserve, helping your muscles quickly regenerate ATP so they can keep firing with strength and speed. Without it, you may feel sluggish, slow to react, or tire easily after simple tasks. Research from institutions like McMaster University in Canada has shown that older adults who take creatine experience noticeable improvements in lower body strength, walking speed, and even reaction time, an essential factor in preventing dangerous falls. I once worked with a 70-year-old man named Henry who had trouble climbing the stairs to his second-floor bedroom. After just a month of adding creatine to his daily routine, he noticed a significant improvement. Not only could he go up the stairs without stopping, but he also felt more stable on his feet during his evening walks. The good news is, using creatine is simple and affordable. The most recommended and well-researched form is creatine monohydrate. A daily dose of 3 to 5 grams, mixed into water or your favorite smoothie, is enough. It's tasteless and blends easily. Just be sure to stay well hydrated and talk to your doctor first if you have any kidney conditions. For many older adults, creatine can be the quiet game changer, boosting energy, confidence, and physical freedom in a way few other supplements can. Number 6. Spinach, the natural circulation booster. If you've ever felt like your legs get tired too quickly or that your stamina just isn't what it used to be, the real issue might not be your muscles, it could be your circulation. As we age, the small blood vessels that feed our leg muscles can narrow or stiffen, limiting how much oxygen and nutrients get delivered where they're needed most. That's why one of the simplest yet most effective ways to fight muscle fatigue is by improving blood flow, and believe it or not, spinach can help you do exactly that. This common leafy green is loaded with something called natural dietary nitrates. Unlike the harmful nitrates in processed meats, the nitrates in vegetables like spinach are converted by your body into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps your blood vessels relax and widen. When your vessels are more open, your blood can flow more freely, delivering more oxygen and fuel to your muscles. The result? Your legs feel less heavy, you recover faster, and your endurance improves. One study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that seniors who consumed nitrate-rich vegetables had better walking speed and leg power. And the great part is, you don't need supplements to get this benefit. Just a handful of spinach a day can make a noticeable difference over time. Take, for example, Miss Elaine, a 72-year-old woman who began adding a cup of fresh spinach to her breakfast smoothie every morning. After 4 weeks, she noticed she could finish her daily walk without stopping to rest. She even joked that she felt like her legs had new batteries. Spinach isn't a miracle food, but it is a powerful helper. To get the most out of it, eat your spinach raw in salads, blend it into smoothies, or lightly sauté it with garlic and olive oil. Avoid boiling it for too long, as high heat can reduce its nitrate content. In just a few weeks, you may be surprised by how much stronger and more energized your legs feel, simply from giving your circulation the support it needs. Number 7. The muscle saboteurs, refined carbs, and sugar. When it comes to staying strong and independent as you age, most people focus on adding the right nutrients, more protein, more healthy fats, more vitamins. But what many overlook is just as important: removing the things that silently sabotage your progress. And at the top of that list, refined carbohydrates and added sugars. These are the quiet destroyers of muscle health. Foods like white bread, crackers, cookies, sugary drinks, and pastries may seem harmless, especially when eaten in small amounts, but they trigger rapid spikes in blood sugar. In response, your body floods itself with insulin to bring that sugar down. Over time, though, this repeated cycle wears out your cells, leading to something called insulin resistance. And this is where the real damage begins. Your muscles depend on insulin to absorb glucose for energy and amino acids for repair. But when your cells stop responding to insulin signal, it's like the delivery truck can't reach the destination. Your muscles are left starving, unable to grow, recover, or stay strong. This isn't just a theory. I've seen it in real life. One of my clients, Mr. Long, age 68, used to start every morning with white toast and jam, followed by a mid-morning soda. He constantly complained of fatigue, brain fog, and muscle weakness. After switching to whole grain toast, water, and snacks like almonds and boiled sweet potatoes, he noticed a huge difference within 2 weeks. His energy returned, his legs stopped aching, and most of all, he felt mentally sharper and physically stronger. You don't need a dramatic overhaul. Start by swapping white bread for 100% whole grain. Choose roasted sweet potatoes over fries. Reach for a handful of almonds instead of cookies. Ditch soda and try lemon water or herbal tea. These changes may seem small, but their impact is enormous, especially on aging muscles. Once you remove the foods that are blocking your strength, your body can finally begin to heal and grow again, and that's when true transformation begins.